Greetings, sunshine. What's happening? It's been a minute. I'm just coming to you real quick because I have had downloads over these last few days, and Spirit keeps telling me to put a message out, and I kind of want to just be in my own space. And I'm like, okay, let me just do this because I know people going through it because individuals have been reaching out to me, DMing and texting about personal situations that are in alignment with this. So I'm gonna follow my spirit because obviously that's why the message came through. All that to say, empaths mostly, but there are other people, but mostly empaths who want to just help save the world and save everyone, and be kind and loving and compassionate, and really hate seeing people struggle and going through the thing. But guess what? You got to save yourself. You can't save everybody. So Spirit was telling me also that the more we try to interject, even with love and kindness and all that, into people's situations, we are actually impeding their karma. Like, we've had to deal with our own karma. Everybody here has to deal with what they put out, and it comes back to them. It's not necessarily a punishment or evil or payback. It's universal law. And so that's the way we grow and evolve and learn who we really are when we work through our karmic cycles. And me, because I'm a former empath, we really are interrupting and disrupting people's karmic cycles. And then in the meantime, we taking ourselves down, and then they're not growing. And then we're feeling depleted and disappointed and hurt and empty because it didn't turn out the way we thought it should, or they're not healed, or they're not feeling, empowered, or they're still siphoning off of your energy or being an energy vampire. And so now 2 people are down. So you didn't save yourself, and then you didn't save them. So now it's the time to back it up, mind your own life, let people do what they do. Yes, it's going to be hard to watch and see and witness, but that's just life. But you don't have to sacrifice yourself for anybody. That's not what we came to do. Everybody has to do their own work. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we just get a little caught up because we want to be a hero. Our identity is tied to, and our feeling good about ourselves is tied to helping others. And but guess what? That's just not an area that's for you. Everybody, it's an inside job, as I keep saying. That's just my new tagline on a lot of stuff, because that's the real deal. Again, going back to the Matrix and Wizard of Oz and all kind of movies, everything keeps telling it, it's an inside job. You have to do your own work, and there is a hero's journey. So you do have to go through it and face your own stuff and wake up and look at it and be like, oh, my bad, that ain't really what I meant. And then let me figure out who I really am, and like, oh, that's who I really am. Oh, I'm really not an asshole. I don't have to be an asshole, so let me stop being an asshole. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that to say, save yourself. Stop sacrificing yourself. We're not here to sacrifice. That's moralism. That's some bullshit. That's, the colonized mind to make people feel powerless and that we are responsible for things that we're not actually responsible for. So yeah, that's pretty much all I really want to say. There's more to it because I was going to put it in a cute little post, and I was on Canva making my cute little picture, and it's like, I got time for all that. Because at the end of the day, you really need to focus, us, on our own individual journeys. There is a spiritual awakening for everybody, because we are not these physical beings that are powerless and that has someone, an authority over us, and we're supposed to be hustling and grinding. That's the colonized mind on one level, and then it's a whole nother level of mind control and what you're supposed to be doing. No, you're supposed to be figuring out what your own life is and go do that, and then contribute to the universe, your community, your family, yourself, on that level. So go do your work, mind your own life. And I promise you're going to find so much joy and peace. Sometimes you got to shut it down, detach, let folks go, let stuff go, ideas, concepts, addictions, behaviors, ideas, points of view, perspective, stuff that you inherited, stuff that you don't even realize you got. And then guess what? We live in a spiritual world. So guess what? We're really not all like what we have been told or thought, especially if you're in church and Christian church or whatever. We're more than this. So, we're entities of energy. Energy does not die. And I say this all the time because I'm going to keep saying it because it's the truth. Energy does not die. Cannot be destroyed. It can only be transmuted, transferred. So even when people leave this earth, they're not dead. They're entities. It's energy. We go back to energy. We're light. We're pure light. And we just come to earth as density. And we take form in these bodies. And then we think this is real, and it's not. People do have spirit guides, angels, ancestors. Yes, they are showing up like that. That ain't no illusion. Trust me, it's not. So we got to shift our whole thinking about who we are in this existence. And that's what you need to be focused on versus getting caught up in this human experience over and over again. Because guess what? When you do physically leave this place, you're going to have to come back and do it again until you figure out, be like, oh, my bad. I see what you're saying. So, dark night of the soul. That's when you hit the wall. You don't like nothing. You don't like nobody. You wonder how you got where you are. You on default. You're autopilot. You're doing shit you don't want to do. Why I'm doing it? Because you inherited some stuff from in vitro, from family, past lives, different timelines, bloodlines, all that stuff. You working through a lot of stuff and emotions and feelings and memories that ain't even really yours. You didn't even experience, and you wondering why am I feeling this way? Why am I experiencing it? But so if you stop, do some research, metaphysics, quantum physics, it's very scientific. The Bible is a metaphysics book in metaphors. That's all it is. It's telling you this stuff ain't real and you are much more in control than you think. Would you think that stuff in the Vatican underneath they all got that? Vatican is the most protected place in the world because they got all the knowing, not knowledge, the knowing of who we are in our true existence, and they don't want us to be empowered to know that we can really create the life that we want. We have everything. We are the instrument, right? So I know this is going kind of all over the place, but at the end of the day, it's all the same. So you don't know what to do. You ran out of what to do and your life is boring, or you doing a job and went to school and you did all the stuff they told you to do and you're making the money, but then you're feeling empty because you're on default, autopilot, and you didn't make the choice for yourself. You just did what you thought what you were supposed to do, to get in, to fit in, to conform. And now it's time to let that go and then stop. Hammer time. Anyway, and figure out who you are. Sometimes you gotta let it all go. Some of it may come back and a lot of it not. Some of it just tradition. It's just stuff you've been doing because that's what you're supposed to do. You told yourself you're supposed to do. You're growing, you're evolving, you're changing, but the people around you are not. So you gotta keep yourself stuck and low so you don't feel alone or feel like you thinking you better than anybody else. You're not, and ain't nobody better than anybody. You're just different. And you have a right to evolve and expand and grow and do something different and do what's for you. Your dreams and goals are your dreams and goals. Your aspirations are your aspirations. Your visions are for you. Everybody not going to always want to agree and participate and support. And guess what? That shit's okay. Do you. So, circling back, mind your own life. Let people do what they need to do because they too need to do that. And a lot of times when people are miserable and unhappy and narcissistic and don't like themselves and don't want anybody else to, be doing well. And it's crazy because they're attracted to your light and then repelled by the light because they can't be the light. But they keep the light around because literally they siphon off of you. Like I said, like a vampire, an energy vampire, because that's how they stay alive, by the negativity, because they chose a system that works for them. They need negativity to make themselves feel better. So they're going to talk about you. They're going to gossip about you. Or they're going to, make fun of you or the things that you, like to do or the things that you really are. And that keeps them going. But when you pull that light back and you pull the plug, they don't know what to do. They go haywire. And it's okay. They need to, because you go haywire every time you plug back into that bullshit. Let them go haywire, because then that means they got to go on their own path and they search to figure out, why the hell am I like this? That's the whole point of our existence. So then we can circle back around to our divinity, our divine power. We're creators from the inside out. We don't need any of this stuff out here to create. This stuff is created from people's visions in their head who did find who they were. They found out who they are. They envisioned some shit. And now we're living their fucking dream. Create your own dreams from the inside out, and that starts by minding your own life. Seriously, y'all. Seriously, I've been trying to really just be in my own lane, but I guess this is my lane. It's an empath, but from a distance, I guess you could say, because I do care. I'm tired. I'm tired of people being tired. I'm tired of people figuring out shit that ain't not even for them to figure out. Lay that shit down and figure out your own life from the inside out. And it's going to start with being authentic. Who am I? Ask the universe. Be still. Meditate. Don't depend on just your five senses. There's some other stuff going on here. We are supernatural. That's a whole nother thing. That's going to be some other posts and stuff we're going to talk about. But all that to say, yeah, that voice, that inner voice, the light that you are that's constantly talking to you, your intuition is there. It's never going to leave you. But it allows you to do what you want to do. That's called that free will. Whatever energy you put out there, where your focus goes and where your energy goes, that's what grows. God is neutral. He's unconditional. He ain't going to stop you. But wherever you go, that's what's going to be empowered. So whatever frequency you on, if you're on the love frequency, there we go. You on creativity, you on, expansion and growth, yes. But if you down there in the mud, God can only go so far to help and save you. But all right, I'm watching you, but okay, I can't help you, and I'm gonna be here when you get back, kind of thing. That's what your spirit does. We came here for the full experience, so don't beat yourself up and beat yourself down. And ain't nothing wrong. It's not like you're doing it wrong. We did come for the full experience on the spectrum in this world of polarity and duality. But also, once you get so tired and exhausted emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, it's time to come back to center, unconditional in all things. Allow all this bullshit to happen, right, wrong, whatever, and you just center yourself and figure out where you're going to be in this. If you want to be balanced, you can be balanced and allow stuff to happen around you without getting involved, judging, criticizing, and feeling as if you got to fix everything. It's not for you to fix. It's just for you to observe. That's what God does, because we are God. We are individual expressions of God. So don't let nobody else tell you you're not God. You are God. You are an individual expression of God. And just like God is unconditional, He allowed all these experiences to go on. He doesn't stop anything. Now, stuff about to change, though, because of energies. That's a whole other thing. But however, in the meantime, you too, just allow shit to go on. Now, when you're moved to do something because that's your calling and you know that, that's a different thing. But you don't have to get in on everything. And again, I'm going to keep telling you, turn that damn TV off. Because then you wake up and you thinking you're supposed to be involved with everything, have an opinion about everything, and got to, discuss everything. You keeping the energy going into everything you don't want by discussing it. I just said, where your energy goes, your focus goes, your words go, that keeps that going. So the thing that you say you hate and you don't like, and you talking about it, you don't hate, you hate it. Trust me, I was the queen of it. I was the queen of it. Complaining about it, thinking, you're being all self-righteous and all that, or you are, being righteous, but it's actually self-righteousness. No, I was just keeping that same shit, just fueling the fire until I really started, like I said, studying metaphysics and energy and all this stuff. I was like, oh shit, that ain't really what I meant at all. Watch your words, watch your mind, watch your thoughts, watch your actions, because that's what you're creating. And then you experience, and then you want to project like something is going on outside of you. Somebody's doing something to you. You are creating your own world, literally. That's the most amazing thing. It's frustrating when you realize, like, oh my God. And then you got to figure out how to dial it back. But it can be done, but you got to do the work. You got to shut out all this other stuff that you've been doing for so long just because you've just been doing it and you think you don't know anything else. Your spirit knows something else. You know something else. You just haven't given yourself a chance. You just haven't stopped long enough to try something different. So, it starts by minding your own life. Let folks do their own thing. You can't save a hoe. You can't save nobody. Save yourself. Even if it's nothing left, there's a song called Way Back to You by Mega. Go check it out on YouTube. Mega, M-E-G-A, Way Back to You. I love that song. Save yourself, even if there's nothing left. Then I simplified my life. I let all kind of material shit go. I wanted to get down to brass tactics where, like, who am I without this bullshit that I'm maintaining and buying and I thought I was going crazy. Now it makes sense. Now I could build a life based on who I really am. Not that my life was horrible. I had a great life, trust me. But shit, I didn't want no life where I'm maintaining shit and sitting around. I gotta keep, a roof over my head simply to house a bunch of bullshit. And again, I liked myself. It wasn't that, but I did not have me. I had a bunch of material stuff, but I didn't have me. Now I can rebuild with stuff from a whole new foundation, new roots, new era, new life, 180 North Node. That's what I'm doing. So I'm just encouraging you right now. Hopefully you can hear me. It's a little music, but I'm gonna turn around. I'll do it like that. Anyway, so all that to say, save yourself, mind your own life, love yourself. You can keep loving on people, but just get some boundaries, healthy boundaries. And everybody ain't gonna like it, but it's okay. And like I said, let people experience their own karma. It's not a punishment. It's a part of this life process. You're supposed to see what you've done and then how it comes back out. There is dark and light. The two come together is chaos and creation. That's life. Darkness is not always negative. Just like your car battery, you can't have positive, dark, and negative because it ain't gonna get charged. You need positive, and then you need a negative side charge. Just like women and men making babies. Women's wounds are the dark portals. Men come in and insert their life. Boom, creation. That's how it works. But what your intention is, and where you coming from, and what your heart is, that determines the manifestation. That determines the creation. So, you can make some mistakes. You can do some dark stuff. You can do some stuff that you weren't so happy about. But guess what? Just wrap it up and then come on back to center. That's what life is about. But I know I love you. I'm just saying, and I'm going to stop rambling, but I just had to get this out of my heart. And because I know a lot of folks that I know personally, and like I said, people have been DMing and hitting me up on my YouTube saying, folks in their life are changing or not accepting them, or, because they're changing, they're acting all some kind of way. Yeah, because their fucking existence was dependent on you being lowly, weak. They thought you were weak, low hanging fruit. Come save a hoe all the time. Yeah, but as soon as you pull that back, they don't know what to do again. They go haywire and they got to figure it out. Let them figure it out. It's okay. Shit. Like, that's life. So, know that I love you. Elevate the good. Think the good. Where is it? Think the good, do the good, be the good, live the good. All things good. Goodbye. Peace and love. Have a fabulous day. Happy spring equinox and happy new year. This is a real new year, right? All right. Know that I love you. Peace and love.